Next one is Carol Gascoyne, one of our very senior instructor. Carol has been a Tai Chi and Qigong instructor under the Daoyin Tai Chi Training Institute and the British Health Qigong Association for many years. She is a level 4 Health Qigong instructor and also a IHQF, International Health Qigong Federation awarded Daoyin 6 practitioner, one of the highest Daoyin in Europe. She is also a specialist on long-term neurological conditions, mental health exercise referral, pulmonary rehab. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, I heard somebody was talking. Sorry. And exercise for cardiac and arthritis. Carol is also a member of the executive committee of the BHQA and also an international judge on health Qigong. She has a wealth of knowledge and experience in exercises for various medical conditions and has worked in hospitals in Derby and Nottingham area, helping patients in their recovery and rehabilitation. So let's get on with Carol's lovely training. Let me just find if I can see how I can get you into, sorry about this, yeah, close. Okay, let me find Carol and then I will make you spotlighted. Okay, Carol.
Yeah. Okay.
All to you.
Yeah, can you hear me all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering what to do about music. I was going to share it through through the system, but I'll perhaps just play it quietly in the background. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you today just to a very short taster session on the Dallian 12 health preservation exercises. It's a very beautiful routine and it is one of the options available on this year's instructor course, and I'm aware that quite a few instructors have still to decide which course to take. So I thought if I just provided you with this introduction, hopefully you'll find it useful. I'm also aware that there are quite... Sorry? Oh, no. Okay. I'm also aware that there are some experienced instructors today, so I want to try and include something for yourselves as well. Just you know the movement, so just taking it a little bit more internal so that you can enjoy the relaxation side of things. Okay. So just to give you a very basic introduction to the Daoyin 12 health preservation exercises. They are they're very adaptable. They can be done by very fit people, sitting down. I've even in one class had a lady who used to do it lying down. She was paraplegic with 2 carers, and she loved it. And probably in my classes, it's I think I would say it is the most popular routine I teach. When we have request sessions, it's always the one that is the first to get requested. So the characteristics, as you know, all the routines have their own little characteristics, and the characteristics in this routine tend to focus on a lot of gentle rotation of the arms and through the wrists and fingers and ankles and right down to the toes. So we actually use it in the arthritis and the MS classes. Ooh, sorry, somebody not on mute. Okay, yeah, so Okay, could you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. I think you were accidentally muted. Somebody would. Yeah, no problem. You carry on, Karen.
Okay. So yeah. Right. So it's also very good for reducing stress levels, which I'll be very grateful of by the time I've done this session with you. So with that, I'm going to start just introducing the very first movement where we're going to prepare. So just keeping your feet together and placing the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Now, if you bring your left palm and just place it, so your Laogung point in the center of the palm is over the Dantian, and the other palm is over the top. And then going, if you can remember back to 10 o'clock this morning when Faye did that lovely session on the Yang 10, when she talked about posture, just focusing onto that posture she talked about, chin tucked in, tailbone lengthened, crown of the head lifted. And just take a few seconds, if you like, just close your eyes and just focus on that breathing. When we normally start this routine, if you've got the CD, you'll have heard there's a beautiful poem at the beginning just to prepare us. So what they're telling us to do in this poem is to close all our orifices, meaning just ignoring anything that is likely to distract us going on around us, anything we can see or hear, just ignore it and focus on your posture. With the tongue on the roof of the mouth, if you've played the CD, you'll have heard them say, building your magpie bridge. I always think of this as a bridge between the mind and the body, and that bridge not only helps the physical body to stay relaxed and become healthier, but it also helps the mind to feel calmer. So if you can, with this tongue on the roof of the mouth, just try and inhale through your nose. Just a slightly deeper breath than you'd normally do. As you exhale, if you notice any tension in the body, try and let it disappear with the breath. Okay, so this is our preparation, and as Faye talked about earlier, just bringing that stillness into it. Now, if you just bring the hands down, okay. So the first movement in this routine is beautiful name, the beginning of heaven's creation. I'm going to take you through the arms and the hands, sort of the upper body first. So when, and I'll do it facing you, and then I'll do it with my back to you later on. So what we're going to do is just lift up the arms and just visualize a gentle force lifting them up, and the palms will be facing backwards, so there's no tension. And then coming round, so your palms will be facing down. And then you'll be bringing them down in front of you. And then once more, palms facing backwards, gently rotating round. Just feel the thumb leading slightly on this rotation. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do with this, as we raise up the arms, we're going to just look slightly to the left on the first one and the right on the second. Okay, so this time just putting that gentle turning And some of the more experienced instructors I know will be doing the breathing, but as long as you breathe, that's the important thing. I'll know if you don't, because your lips will be going blue. So just keep sort of looking right, keeping rotation, and just being aware of that very gentle rotation. It's very easy when someone says raise your arms to just go like this, but just visualize that gentle expansion. A bit like, you know, the sausage-shaped balloons. Just imagine one of those filling up. Okay, and then to the right. Beautiful. Okay, I can't see everybody, but the ones I can see looking great. So now we're going to do the lower body, and again, a little bit like when we do the arms. You know, it's very easy when you know, someone says step to the left. Oh yeah, but we're going to just bring a little bit more focus into that now. So when we do that, we slowly bring the weight into your right leg. And by the way, I'm doing it as a mirror. Hopefully you can see my sign. So I'll be doing the opposite. So just bringing the weight into the right leg, slowly just releasing that left ankle, peeling it up, and then placing it down, and slowly bring the weight across. And then as we'll be going through the movements, we'll also be doing some gentle sinking and rising. So if you just practice that, the reason I'm just getting you to do that is to make sure that you keep your knees and ankles nice and soft. Okay, so with that, we're going to put it together and just have a little practice. What I'd like, and as I've mentioned before, what I'd like the more experienced instructors to do, you know, because I know you know the movements, but I'd like, if you can, to make it a little bit more internal now. And what we've been doing in some of our evening classes over the winter is where possible, we've been using this routine. We've been switching the lights out and doing it by candlelight and a salt lamp, and you can just see the shadow of everybody else. You can't see the details, and it really gives you that opportunity to focus on what's happening with your body externally and internally, and it's very good as well for helping you to feel calm. So just slowly bring, we'll go from the beginning, place your left palm and then your right palm. And just closing the eyes if you want to for a few seconds. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Check your posture. And then use that breathing. If you become aware of any tension, use that out breath to try and let that tension disappear. And now you can bring the hands down, and we'll go into that movement, putting the arms and legs together. See how you all get on. So if you're experienced, try doing it with your eyes half closed. And then just keep turning. Okay, sinking down, breathing out. Just focus on that gentle rotation. Looking over your right shoulder. I know I forgot to look over my left then. I'm so busy looking at the screen. And then just stepping back in again. And now we're going to do the same again, but this time we're going to go to the right side first. Again, just being aware of that rotation. Just visualize that energy getting right down to the fingertips, coming down. This time, looking over your left shoulder. And then stepping back in with the right foot. Okay, I'm going to do that again. This time I'm going to do it with my back to you. Okay, so just turn around. Okay, so just, here we go, right. The opening stance. Just taking a few seconds. Eyes half closed, tongue on the roof of the mouth. And then slowly just bring your arms down, sink the weight into your right leg, then very gently peeling up the left and placing it down. And just visualize then that gentle force, lifting the arms as you look over the left shoulder. The palms are rotating and sinking down. Keep rotating. This time looking over the right shoulder. Slowly bringing the weight across as you step in. And just nice and gently. And then we're going to go to the stepping to the right, looking over the right shoulder. And coming down, sinking. Letting that gentle force lifting up the arms, and then slowly in a second start to bring the weight across as you release the right ankle and straighten up. Okay, so I'm going to just do one more movement today, the second movement, which is again another very nice name called the double fish hung on the wall. The reason for that, at the end of it, when we get into the stretch, it's demonstrating the yin and yang symbol, where we see the two fishes of different colours, often in the pictures. With this one, again, there's a lot of movement and going on in the hands, but we also need to involve the waist a little more with this one. So again, I do it facing you first of all. So we're just going to turn to the left, and as before, not just turning as we would normally do, but just feel that gentle energy or force opening out. And then with the waist turning, coming back, so your middle three fingers are going to just rest on the pulse of your left wrist. Okay, like you're checking that you're still alive. With your left foot, again, just peel it up, and at the moment the toe is going to be pointing, then gradually place the heel down. There's you will learn a little bit more about this on your instructor course if you don't know already, but there's a lot of acupressure points in the toes and fingers, so we're actually stimulating those. Then as we come forward, using the waist, coming round, and then this hand is going to rotate inwards, so your Laogung points are pressing together and your foot will be coming back in. So you're going to now slide the hands along. You might feel them getting a bit hot here as your Laogung points cross each other. This will be done together, but I'm going to show you separately. Right hand will be coming round to draw a semicircle up, and with your fingers pointing in to your head, and the other hand will be down to draw a semicircle downwards. So we end up like this. So we've got that circular shape. You'll feel everything stretching out with this one as well. And as I mentioned, even people who always have cold hands very often find them going hot when they do this one. Okay, so we'll just do that to the right. So we just gently turn and feel the expansion. Now, using the waist, we're going to come back. Gradually bring the weight into that left foot, peel up the right, pointy toe, and the heel comes down. As you slowly transfer the weight, push the palm round. And then again, hot hands time, just sliding them together. This time we'll try and do them together. Those two semicircles, just feel that stretch. And then, even if you've just been doing the natural breathing, try and breathe out as you just bring that hand down. Okay, so I'm a little bit aware of the time. So what we'll do now is we'll just go through all of that, and the people that know it, just try and do it either with your eyes half closed or closed, just so that you can focus on what's happening inside the body as well. But and if you don't know it, I'll be doing it with you as a mirror image. Okay, so here we go, just coming round into our preparation movement. So place the tongue on the roof of the mouth, half closing the eyes. Just be aware of how the abdomen expands and contracts. And then scan the mind over the body. Check for, if you find any tension, just try and let it disappear as you breathe out. And now you can bring your hands down by the side as we go into that first movement, the beginning of heaven's creation. So just stepping to the left. Arms are floating up as you look to the left, and then the palms rotate. Now they're facing down and you're sinking down just with that softness in the knees, and still continuing with the rotation. Palms are now back as you're looking to the right, and then you can just slowly release that ankle. And here, this is always a good place, regardless of whether you're doing natural breathing. Just breathe out as we complete the movement. And then stepping to the right, palms facing back, gradually rotating. And then sinking slightly as you exhale. And then looking to the left, still rotating. And then release and stretch. Okay. Now we're going to do our double fish hung on the wall. So just turn, and as you do so, just feel that expansion through the body. And then come back, check you're still alive, feel your pulse. Slowly peel up, pointy toe, before you place your heel down, using the waist just to guide the hands round, sliding them together, and then drawing those two semicircles, looking slightly left. I think I forgot to mention that earlier, but just feel that gentle stretching, and then breathe out. And then once more, just gentle turn, expand, and come back. Get ready to feel your pulse. Slowly peel up the foot. Then you can place the heel down, using the waist just to guide the movement round. And then step in, sliding the Laogung points together, drawing your semicircles, looking slightly to the right this time. And then breathing out to complete the movement. That's lovely. Okay, so I just can see it's approaching 1 o'clock, so I'll finish there. I hope that you found that useful. Yeah, I mean, if I'd done any more than that, I wouldn't have done it justice. You know, it's a beautiful routine, and hopefully, even if you know it, you manage just to get a little bit of relaxation from it. So